So Sony, I want to talk a little bit about a certain little project of theirs called the PlayStation Portal. Yeah, do not buy this. Don't buy it. Just just don't. So Sony is coming out with a new PlayStation Portable called the PlayStation Portal, but it's not actually a portable system. La, 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 la. It's actually it's a handheld, but not. It's basically a scam. You're getting scammed into something, and if you don't know what you're buying, do not buy it. I don't know why anyone would buy this if they don't know what they're actually buying, because you must know that this is not just a regular handheld console. It is not a regular handheld system. It is literally just a tablet with half and half of a PlayStation 5 controller, like sliced in half essentially, without the middle part of it, and you can't even play it on the go. Another thing is, you have to own a PlayStation 5 in order to use this thing, because you can only play PlayStation 5 games on it. So that is one thing, which sounds cool when you think about it. Hey, I can play my PS5 games on the go. That's cool. Wait a minute. That is not the case. Actually, you cannot play this on the go. You cannot play your PlayStation 5 games on the go because you need to be connected to a wireless internet connection in order to even use it. So this is not a regular handheld at all. A handheld system you can play on the go wherever you go without a internet connection. This is not a handheld console at all whatsoever. It is a scam. Sony is stupid for making this. Sony just doesn't make any sense for making this and thinking it was a good idea. And you want to know what this is priced at? It's priced at $200. I think the very most this should have been was $150. I really personally don't think $200 is a good price for this at all whatsoever. And I find it completely ridiculous because you're paying for something that you have to own a PlayStation 5 in order to use it. You have to have a wireless connection in order to use it. And you cannot take this on the go unless you have like a hotspot or something. And your PlayStation 5 has to be on while you are playing it wherever you are. At least to my knowledge, that's how this thing works. It is pretty pathetic. I don't know the specs to this thing. I don't really care. I don't care. It's just a glorified tablet that you need a special connection in order to use it to play PS5 games on the go. It sounds like a cool idea, but they screwed up bad. They completely screwed up. They did not have to even make a PlayStation 5 portable. Like, that's essentially what this is, but you need a Wi-Fi connection in order to use it, so I find that completely ridiculous. I personally think that they should have just went the PSP and PS Vita route, done a completely new thing. Like, this could have been called the PlayStation Portal still, and that would have been totally, completely fine if it was a brand new handheld console, which it is not. And I very much so do not agree with that at all. It is a complete scam. As I said, this is not something that people should spend their money on whatsoever at all. Unless you're someone who really travels with wireless connections. No, that doesn't make sense because your PS5 has to be on in order for this thing to work, at least to my knowledge. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure your PlayStation 5 has to be on in order to play these games. And if it's a disc drive game, that game probably, I don't know if the game has to be running or not, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The thing is a joke. It is not something good. I don't know why Sony would capitalize on this as their new handheld console, because it is not a handheld. It's just not. It's literally just a glorified PlayStation 5 that is not even a PlayStation 5, that is not even a Switch wannabe looking PlayStation thing. It's not good. It's not something that I recommend you to get at all. I hope that no one buys this thing. I really hope that Sony does not make sales on this thing, because it just makes no sense. I mean, why get this when you can just get a PS5 and play that at home, or take it with you when you travel or whatever, wherever you go, and plug it into a TV? I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me, and I find it really, really stupid. So this thing is essentially dead on arrival, from what I'm hearing. It's really gonna be just dead on arrival. $200 for this thing. This thing should be $150 at the very most, only because of it's not a portable console, and it's literally just not what it should be. And what Sony, I don't know what Sony was thinking. because the PlayStation 5 is an amazing console. It has a lot of great games. I love the controller. I love its games. I loved the PlayStation 4. It's one of my favorite consoles of all time. The PlayStation 5 I love as well, and I might love it even more than the PS4, to be honest. Its hardware, its tech, even stronger than the PS4, as it should be. It's nice and quiet. It doesn't run super loud like a jet engine like the PlayStation 4, and I think it just is a really beautiful looking console. I really, despite it being a router or whatever you want to call it, like the Series X being a mini fridge, I don't care. They are great systems. But that being said, the PlayStation Portal is a scam. I don't agree with it. I think it's dumb. And I don't think that you should play this thing at all. I don't think you should pay money for it. I don't think you should use it unless you can find it for under $100, if I'm being completely honest, because I don't think this thing is worth any of your money. It's not worth it at all. The only reason it's the price that it is because of the hardware, how much it costs them to make. But I don't think Sony's going to make good money off of this thing because it's not a handheld system. It doesn't have its own games. You can't play it wherever you go. You can't play it on the go, really, unless you have a Wi-Fi connection and your PlayStation 5 console is on. So I find it just dumb. I find it dumb. You know, it's just not something that I think is good for any of the consumers that are gamers that want to play PS5 games on the go, or just play something similar to the PSP or PS Vita. Just buy a PSP or a PS Vita. There's lots of good games on those, even though they're older. You know, I've never owned a Vita before, so, but I know there's a lot of good games on there. But I own a PSP, and there's good games on that, and they're classics, and it's still good. I honestly, to be honest with you, Sony didn't even have to make a completely brand new portable console. They could have done like a portable console a portable handheld that literally just had PSP and PS Vita games on it all in one combination, and that would have sold. It would have sold well, you know, have its own little store. And even, I don't know about physical copy games, but like just have its store with the PSP and PS Vita games on it, and like people would buy it. Like that might have been something I could have possibly been interested in. But anyways, guys, I don't know. It's junk. It's a scam. I don't agree with it. I think it's dumb. I very much so don't like the PlayStation Portal. It is very dumb. The name's okay. Like it's still a PSP, I guess, like the initials of it. But it's not. Don't buy it. Don't waste your money, please. Don't support Sony for this. Buy a PS5 instead if you're interested in anything. You have to own a PS5 in order to use this thing anyways, which I don't even know if anyone's gonna know that. That's just your casual consumer that buys this stuff. Like it's not very consumer friendly. Like I mean, literally you're gonna see parents out there who might buy this thing for their kids and they won't even be able to use it because they don't have a PlayStation 5. What? That's so wrong. You know, I don't think that's a good idea. I think it's dumb. So anyways, that's enough complaining about the PlayStation Portal. I wanted to just get my 2 cents on it. Wanted to tell you guys, hey, don't buy this thing. Don't go near it. It's not good. It's not a good idea. Don't go buy it. Don't get near it when it comes out. So anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy my thoughts on this, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share this with whoever, I guess. And I will see you guys all in the next video. Peace.